Wild boars from the wilderness with sharp tusks, muscular bodies, and terrifying destructive power are charging into Mississippi's agricultural fields, tearing up the land and causing thousands of dollars in damage in a single night. Worse still, they carry diseases that threaten livestock and entire ecosystems. We can no longer stand idly by. The battle to reclaim our land has begun. But the question remains, can we stop these monsters before it's too late? Leave comment number 1 to explore ways to deal with these wild boars. At the rendezvous point, the hunting team swiftly checked all equipment and weapons. Everything was ready. Without delay, they fanned out carefully, scanning every bush, knowing danger could lurk anywhere. After 15 minutes of eerie silence, the hound's barks erupted from the thicket, signaling the prey's location. I strained my eyes, searching for any movement in the bushes ahead. There it was, a wild boar charging through the underbrush. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle, took aim, and fired. The boar collapsed, unable to escape. After that encounter, we pushed deeper into the mountains where wild boars often hide. The hounds barked fiercely from the bushes, and I rushed toward the sound. The barking grew louder, the prey was close. A wild boar burst out like lightning, but I was just as fast. A single shot rang out, and the boar staggered before collapsing. In a dense thicket, we had positioned a team to block all escape routes. It seemed they too were closing in on their target. Under the relentless pursuit of the hounds, a wild boar, exhausted and completely surrounded, stood right there. The rest was almost too easy. A precise shot, and it was over. I didn't join the others, instead, quietly venturing deeper into the forest alone, searching for signs of any boars that might have slipped away. A sound echoed from the distance like footsteps growing closer. Not just one, likely more. Instinctively, I raised my rifle and fired without hesitation. One went down. Wild boars are cunning, so our team never lets their guard down, not even for a second. Suddenly, a rustle came from nearby bushes. As soon as the prey emerged, I seized the moment and fired a precise shot, dropping another. As dusk settled, the team pressed on, tracking the last of the wild boars. I remained concealed, patiently awaiting the perfect moment. Wait, something was approaching. A familiar silhouette. I swiftly raised my rifle, locked on, and fired. With each shot, another boar fell. Hunting wild boars is more than a chase between man and beast. It's how we protect farmland, crops, and people from the diseases and devastation these monsters bring. With the harvest season nearing, locals here are anxious every year. At this time, wild boars descend from the forest, ravaging fields in just a few nights. So we decided to take action. Some prepared rifles, others brought hunting dogs. Everyone understood if we don't act soon, when the boars come, we'll be left watching our crops get destroyed. We gathered at the forest's edge. As soon as they were released, the hounds bolted, eagerly tracking the scent, seemingly more impatient than we were. When their barks echoed, we knew the prey had been spotted. Riley was assigned to hold position on a small ridge where the boar herd had been seen before. The dogs began driving the prey up from the base of the slope. As the barking grew louder, a shot rang out, striking the boar. It thrashed, refusing to give in, but only lasted 2 more minutes before lying still on the ridge. The team spread out to widen the search area. I moved forward slowly, highly focused. Suddenly, a wild boar appeared right in front of me, just 3 meters away. Before it could react, it dropped from a precise shot. I hoped the next encounters would go as smoothly. The hound's barks echoed from deep in the forest. Without hesitation, I raised my rifle and fired decisively. The shot silenced the dogs for a moment, and the boar dropped at its hiding spot. After hours of hunting, the hounds still worked tirelessly. Thanks to them, we quickly spotted another target and took it down with clean shots. Wild boars, bloodthirsty beasts, destroy crops, attack livestock, threaten lives, and cause millions of dollars in damage each year. Hunting them from helicopters is the only way to track these elusive creatures through rugged terrain where humans can scarcely reach. In the sky, only skill, courage, and pinpoint accuracy determine who survives. Do we have what it takes to bring these monsters down from above? As I continued scanning the surroundings, I came across a small stream, an ideal spot for wild boars to forage. "Let's see what's here," I muttered, gripping my rifle tightly. Sure enough, minutes later, the hound's barks erupted like an alarm. A jet-black boar charged forward. I was ready. Without hesitation, I raised my gun and fired. The shot echoed through the forest walls, ending a tense confrontation. The hunt was over and everyone was exhausted, but at least the upcoming harvest faced one less threat. Nestled in northern and northwestern Arkansas, the Ozark National Forest is renowned for its stunning landscapes and diverse ecosystem. However, it also serves as a perfect sanctuary for wild boar herds, ferocious animals multiplying beyond control. They devastate crops, destroy land, and pose a constant threat to surrounding residents. Inside the helicopter cabin, Leon gripped his rifle tightly, eyes locked onto the fleeing boars amidst the chaos. He steadied his breath, aimed swiftly, and pulled the trigger. Gunfire thundered across the field, bullets tearing through the air. The wild boars were fast, but Leon was relentless. He pursued them to the end, dropping each one with unwavering precision. My team quickly moved toward the open field. This time I was in. Out on a lush green field, the wild boars resumed their rampage. We quickly maneuvered the helicopter into position, ready for a powerful assault. The aircraft closed in, narrowing the distance to the targets, but the boars were cunning. They kept shifting directions, making it difficult to get a clean shot. However, our marksmen remained unfazed. They were used to dealing with such trickery. Working closely with the pilot, we closed in. Gunfire erupted in rapid bursts. Within minutes, the wild boars had fallen, putting an end to the destruction of the field. At another location, a herd of wild boars gathered below. As usual, we moved in closer, the roar of the rotors echoing across the sky. Panicked, the boars scattered, trying to escape, but we gave them no chance. Closing in fast, we opened fire. Short, decisive bursts of gunfire rang out. No hesitation. Within minutes, the boars lay motionless. In Louisiana, where sprawling fields and vast swamps stretch out, we faced an unwelcome enemy, feral hogs. From the helicopter, we flew over the expansive plains. From above, we watched the panicked hogs scatter. Amid the noise of the rotors, we fired relentlessly, aiming at the pigs below. The open terrain made spotting targets. From our position in the aircraft, we detected signs of another herd of feral hogs, but they were hiding in the nearby woods, making it hard to see clearly. A plan was devised. The plane lowered its altitude, closed in, and stirred up chaos. After half an hour of patience, the hogs could no longer endure and bolted out. The result was as expected. A lightning-fast attack ensued, and we successfully took down the targets. For signs of any boars that might have slipped away. A sound echoed from the distance like footsteps growing closer. Not just one, likely more. Instinctively, I raised. By now, the wild boars had grown wary of the hunter's presence and started hiding. Still under the relentless pursuit of the hounds, they were forced out of their shelters one by one. We didn't miss a single opportunity, taking down prey until the final moments of the day. Do you enjoy hunting with a rifle? If yes, leave comment number 2. If not, leave comment number 5. Under the blazing golden sunlight, what was once lush green pasture is now just churned mud and trampled grass, as if a brutal battle had just taken place. The ferocious wild boars have torn through everything, leaving chaos and unease for the people living here. With their savage nature, they devour anything they find, roots, insects, even animal carcasses. They dig relentlessly, destroying entire fields in a single night. The time to act has come. Can we, the fearless hunters, muster the strength to bring down these monstrous beasts? The hunting team set out early, riding in a trusty pickup truck, accompanied by our pack of hounds heading straight for the vast fields of Arkansas. Upon arrival, the dogs immediately sprang into action, sniffing out the boars' trails. Meanwhile, we swiftly moved to our hiding spots, ready for the hunt to begin.
그렇게 됐어, 야. 이끌가네? 아, 에이미씨야.
30 minutes passed in complete silence. No sign of the wild boars. Suddenly, the hound's barks erupted from deep within the forest. I strained my eyes trying to track their movements. Then a distinct rustling sound rang out. I spun around quickly. Without hesitation, I aimed at the nearest targets. One by one, they were taken down. The ones farther away got lucky, slipping into the darkness. The open field was the perfect place to track wild boars, so I called Archie, the team's sharpest shooter, to back me up in case I missed. And like a machine, he didn't disappoint. When a boar charged out from the brush, Archie dropped it with a single clean shot. Fast, precise. Ten minutes later, a gunshot echoed from the neighboring field, likely from a teammate, but the tracking device showed the wild boar had escaped. I quickly moved toward its direction. As I neared the area, a dark shape bolted through the vegetable rows ahead. Without thinking, I fired, neutralizing the threat instantly. Victory after victory fueled our momentum, driving us to pursue the next targets. Suddenly, a dark figure burst from the dry grass. Seizing the moment, I unleashed a rapid burst of shots. The bullets hit their mark, bringing down a massive, heavy boar. The team swiftly moved to other tall grass patches, but I stayed behind, quietly advancing toward the forest edge, choosing a concealed spot to wait for any sign of movement. Suddenly, a rustling broke the silence. A wild boar, trying to stay hidden, began emerging from the bushes. When it spotted me, it panicked, veered sharply, and bolted into the open field. I gave chase, raised my rifle, and with a precise shot, brought it down. Everything happened in a flash, but that was enough to stop a threat in its tracks. As dusk fell, the last light of day faded behind the treetops. We had to act fast. Time was running out to track the remaining wild boars before darkness swallowed the forest. While scanning the bushes at the forest's edge, a massive boar suddenly charged from the thicket. Without hesitation, I aimed and pulled the trigger. After the resounding shot, the boar lay still, no chance of escape. Wild boars breed rapidly, their numbers multiplying within months. When hungry, they descend to ravage crops and livestock pens. The boundary between wilderness and human settlements is now just an imaginary line on a map. Hunters must act to maintain the balance between humans and nature. But hunting wild boars is never easy. They're resilient, quick to retaliate, and ferocious enough to take the life of anyone who lets their guard down. This time we brought a pack of hunting dogs to track the wild boars through rugged terrain. Even with their locations pinpointed, facing boars head-on remains extremely dangerous. A charge from the lead boar could end it all. This isn't a game. It's a strategic war where one mistake could cost you your life. Let's dive deeper into the role of giraffes in South Africa's ecosystem, the efforts to manage their population through controlled hunting and sustainable solutions to protect these magnificent creatures. Drop a comment with the number 1 to join the discussion, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with thrilling stories from the wild. Within minutes, the wild boars had fallen, putting an end to the destruction of the field. At another location, a herd of wild boars gathered below. I edged along the cliff where the hounds barked furiously below. Rustling came from the bushes the wild boars were trying to escape. The sound grew louder, closer. I gripped my rifle tightly, raised it, and took aim. A shot rang out. The lead boar dropped instantly. A second shot sent the rest scattering in panic. They got lucky, slipping away. From the high cliff, a rustle shattered the silence. I immediately raised my rifle, eyes locked on the movement in the bushes. A dark shape emerged. I held my breath, waiting until half its body was exposed. I pulled the trigger. The first shot missed. The boar flinched, charging back into the thicket. I fired a second shot. This time it hit. The boar squealed, then vanished into the underbrush.
Demesin.
To address the ecological imbalance caused by giraffes, South Africa has implemented controlled hunting programs that are both sustainable and effective. Each year, approximately 120 giraffe hunting permits are issued primarily to international hunters from the US, Europe, and Canada. This activity not only regulates giraffe populations in overcrowded areas, but also generates millions of USD annually. Another group of boars veered right. I reloaded, aimed carefully, and fired. The first shot missed, but the second didn't. The third boar dropped instantly. In this rugged terrain, binoculars are nearly indispensable for spotting targets hidden among bushes and slopes. Through the lens, I saw a boar weaving through the underbrush, trying to escape. I kept pace, maintaining distance, waiting for the moment. As it slipped through a gap, I pulled the trigger. Missed. Not letting the chance slip, I fired again. The bullet struck the boar's body. It fell tumbling down the slope. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support us with a like and follow. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos. When a troop of baboons invades a farm, the devastation they leave behind is catastrophic. A group of 50 baboons can destroy half a mile of cornfields in a single night. Not only are crops at risk, but in 2024, baboons caused the deaths of over 2,000 sheep and goats at farms near Silver Springs. And the damage doesn't stop there. Baboons are also severely impacting the lives of Florida residents. If you're intrigued by how these invasive baboons are causing harm, leave a comment with the number 1. Accidents caused by baboons have become a serious issue in Silver Springs, Florida, with over 80 collisions between vehicles and baboons reported in 2023. Their presence on roads has caused injuries to motorists and led to traffic jams lasting hours. These incidents are believed to stem from a scarcity of natural food sources driving baboons into residential areas. Vehicles parked for rest are frequently attacked by baboons, raising significant concerns among the local community. To address this issue, since 2018, Florida authorities have implemented a controversial measure controlling the baboon population through trapping and relocation. These activities are only permitted in designated suburban and rural areas around Silver Springs. After implementing trapping measures, the baboon population in the area decreased from approximately 400 to 200. This reduction has helped lower the risk of traffic accidents and improve public safety. Additionally, residents are encouraged to collaborate with local authorities to raise awareness about the dangers posed by baboons and how to respond when encountering them. According to research, controlling baboons is most effective during the day when good lighting allows for clearer observation of their behavior. Additionally, control groups are recommended to consist of 4 to 5 people, especially in wilderness areas, to ensure safety. Working in teams not only provides support in emergencies, but also creates opportunities for members to learn from each other's experiences and improve their skills in managing the baboon population. The Browning brand is one of the most renowned manufacturers of hunting equipment in Florida. This brand provides specialized products for wildlife control activities. Florida authorities permit the use of Browning X-Bolt and Browning BOAR rifles in licensed control programs, demonstrating Browning's reputation for quality and reliability. If you support the use of the Browning X-Bolt rifle, leave a comment with the number 2, if not, comment with the number 5. Bait plays a crucial role in controlling baboons. In Silver Springs, experts often use fruits like apples and bananas to attract them. Without bait, the ability to approach baboons decreases, making control efforts more challenging. Therefore, control teams focus on carefully selecting and preparing bait to increase the chances of success and ensure effectiveness in managing the baboon population. To ensure safety, Florida enforces strict regulations for baboon control activities. Although the use of firearms is restricted, participants can still engage if they have a permit from the relevant authorities. The government sets standards to ensure safety, including requirements for skills and experience. Wildlife control permits in Florida include types such as management area permits and special permits. Participants must be over 18 years old and strictly comply with regulations, or they may face fines or permit suspension. According to data from Florida authorities, the average weight of an adult baboon ranges from 15 to 30 pounds, depending on sex and age. The baboon control season typically takes place from September to November. Regulations stipulate that only healthy baboons not pregnant or nursing young may be controlled. Trapping and relocation methods are prioritized to minimize impact on the population and ensure humane treatment. Nowadays, some control groups combine bows and arrows to enhance efficiency in managing baboons. This method alongside trapping yields positive results and introduces a distinct approach. Using bows and arrows offers a novel experience and requires advanced skills. During each operation, participants are provided with approximately 8 to 10 arrows depending on regional regulations. Bows and arrows are not only cost-effective but also reduce noise, minimizing impact on the surrounding environment. Arrow speeds range from 200 to 250 feet per second depending on the type of bow used. The use of bows and arrows alongside firearms for baboon control has sparked mixed opinions. Some communities oppose it due to concerns about environmental impact and humane treatment. The noise from firearms, though rare, can disturb other wildlife. Additionally, the risk of harming non-target species is a significant issue. As a result, some groups advocate for alternative solutions such as community education, environmental management, and ecosystem protection to reduce conflicts with baboons. What do you think is more effective for dealing with hundreds of invasive baboons trapping or using bows and arrows? Hit the like button if you support trapping and subscribe to the channel if you back bows and arrows. Thank you for watching the video and please share to raise community awareness. Keep following for more information. Every year, Australians lose approximately $80 million due to the impact of invasive foxes. To better understand the causes of this significant damage, let's explore invasive foxes. Invasive foxes are among the most destructive animals to Australia's ecosystems and agriculture. Introduced to Australia from Europe in the 19th century for sport hunting, they quickly escaped control, becoming a major threat to native species and human livestock and farming activities. Leave a comment with the number 1 to learn more about foxes together. Foxes breed in spring from August to October, with each litter producing 3 to 8 cubs. Fox cubs mature after 7 months and can reproduce at 12 months of age. Adult foxes average about 1.2 meters in length, including the tail, and weigh between 5 and 8 kilos. Foxes are aggressive carnivores with a varied diet, including small animals and crops. They often invade farms, grasslands, and forest edges, causing significant damage. It is estimated that invasive foxes cause approximately $900 million in annual losses to Australian agriculture. Foxes typically hunt at night when the sun sets and poultry are asleep. Violating hunting permits in Africa carries severe consequences. From hefty fines and permanent license revocation to legal prosecution, authorities show no leniency toward those who break the rules. This strict enforcement not only deters misconduct but also sends a powerful message about the commitment to protecting nature. As a result, communities trust the hunting management system, ensuring that efforts to control invasive elephants are carried out fairly and sustainably. Believed to stem from a scarcity of natural food sources driving baboons into residential areas. So what methods have Australians used to tackle invasive foxes? Let's dive deeper in the next video. Compared to methods like shooting or using hunting dogs, the cost of setting up clamp traps is more economical for farmers. Clamp traps can quickly neutralize foxes, effectively reducing their numbers. These traps are suitable for various terrains from hills to plains thanks to their compact and user-friendly design. Awareness of the effectiveness of clamp traps has helped curb the rise in invasive fox populations in rural areas. Additionally, creating suitable habitats for red foxes can enable more proactive control without relying on the negative impacts of hunting. By establishing conservation areas in the Canadian prairies or ecological zones where red foxes can live and forage naturally, we can reduce conflicts with humans. Simultaneously, educating communities about the ecological importance of red foxes and safe interaction methods can raise awareness and alleviate concerns. In this video, we will explain the process of setting a trap to ensure foxes are caught and cannot escape. Fox traps are typically made from stainless steel, ensuring durability and rust resistance in outdoor environments. The trap is designed with two metal clamp bars that, when triggered tightly, grip the fox's leg. After selecting a location, you need to prepare the trap, ensuring the foot trap is installed correctly and functions effectively. Thoroughly check to avoid any malfunctions before setting the trap to deal with invasive foxes. Do you know how long a fox foot trap in Australia can be used? If you do, leave a comment with the number 2, if not, leave the number 5. Hunters use a soil auger to dig 2 holes each, approximately 10 inches square. One hole is for placing bait such as poultry meat, and the other is for setting the trap. The bait is placed in the first hole and covered with a thin layer of soil. The second hole is used to position the foot trap with the clamp head facing upward, ready to snap shut when a fox steps in. The trap is secured by anchoring one end deep into the ground and connecting it to the trap with a chain about 4 to 5 feet long. Using fox foot traps at night typically yields a higher success rate, ranging from 60 to 80%. As invasive foxes are most active at night searching for food. During winter, when food is scarce, foxes move more frequently, increasing the chances of being caught. Victoria is a region heavily impacted by invasive foxes. The use of foot traps has reduced the fox population in Victoria from approximately 5 million in 2000 to about 1.5 million in 2024. This reduction helps protect livestock, minimize damage, and boost farming productivity. However, when setting traps, you must choose safe trap types to avoid personal injury. In 2023, a farmer in Victoria was injured in the hand while handling a trapped fox due to not wearing protective gloves, violating safety protocols. This incident serves as a reminder for everyone to adhere to safety measures when dealing with wildlife. Please support us with a like and follow. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.